Welcome back from the break. I'm Uday Pratap Singh. You're joining us on NewsX. A new twist in the Radhika Yadav murder case has emerged as Radhika's friend Himanshika Singh Rajput has posted a series of videos on a social media platform revealing chilling details of Radhika's life. According to Himanshika, Radhika Yadav, like any other young girl, always dreamt of becoming a tennis player one day, and she made her dreams come true by becoming an international tennis player. She was playing tennis since the past 18 years. Himanshika revealed that like every other young girl, she loved clicking pictures and making reels. However, due to restrictions from her parents, she never posted as much and had a private social media account. The commercial video that is making rounds was shot a year ago, and her father himself accompanied her during the shoot. Himanshika also revealed that her father was planning Radhika's murder from 3 days and waited for the right moment to kill her. Radhika's father, Deepak Yadav, has confessed to the crime and was taken into judicial custody for 14 days for the investigation. Radhika's uncle revealed that her father had been pleading with the police to give him a death sentence as he has committed Kanya Vad. While all of us wait for the investigation to play out and unfold further, Radhika and her family is, of course, now awaiting justice. M.K. Meena, former IPS officer, joins us live. Yogita Bayana, activist, is live with us as well on the broadcast. Dr. Charu Walikhana, former member NCW, is live with us. Harsh Singh Dahiya, Supreme Court lawyer, also joins us live now. Let me make a start with you first, M.K. Meena. What do you make of this latest revelation by her friend? Her friend claims that she wanted to click pictures, make reels. Her family was very restrictive. Her parents didn't support her posting on social media, which is why she had a private account. Mr. Meena, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear. Yes.
M.K. Meena, that question is for you. This latest comment by her friend, what do you make of it? And what latest angle now is emerging through what this friend has said, which can help the police further in their investigation?
In fact, if she is claiming that she was under tension and she was depressed and so I think she might have shared with friend, but I don't know on what basis she is telling. She has to reveal all things the friend has to reveal. When did she tell that she is harassed by parents, or the father has planned to kill her? I don't know. This is a story which she is telling the friend, but it is sure something is known to her, because if she is sharing, if there is evidence that she was in touch with the friend, then she must be knowing about her condition. What happens sometimes, parents control their children too much. She must be free bird, she must be going here and there, she is girl. But in our society, parents think that they are owner of children.
Absolutely. But do you believe that this friend must be questioned? Because if she knew that the father was apparently waiting for the perfect time for 3 days, he was planning this murder for 3 days now, is what her friend has said.
I think as per investigation, if somebody is telling about somebody's case, she should be called by police and asked her on what basis she is telling that the father was planning to kill her for last 3 days. Either she should provide the details, otherwise she should deny. Because if she is telling, she might be having some evidence, and he doesn't have, then she has to explain why she has told like this. Because if any case is going on, investigation is going on, it affects investigation. It affects very badly. And since she has spoken on this case, it is duty bound by IO to question her and ask her on what basis she is telling that it was planned three days ago. So it is sure, because what happens, any material evidence, anything which is related to case has to be collected by police. Police is still investigating. But I don't know how this case is being investigated, and I am surprised that the police remand which was taken was for very less days. I don't know how they are, so like the IO or Gurgaon police is They are so quick and they are so efficient that they can complete investigation within 24 hours or 1 day or 2 days. Within 2 days, it is surprising. They should have taken police custody for more days. But I don't know. I can't comment on this stage about investigation because the case is still being investigated.
Okay, let me in fact join Yogita Bana at this point. Yogita Bana, this friend of Radhika's has come out with this fresh statement today. What can be inferred from what she is saying? Also, Yogita Bana, one of the angles emerging so far was that the father was upset with his daughter for actually shooting this video, being part of it, wanted it to be removed from online. That's something though that didn't happen, which is why he was also upset with the daughter. But now this friend claims that the father actually accompanied her for this shoot.
So it's strange. I don't know. First of all, we really need to understand. He was the one who actually must have encouraged her, because she started playing when she was a teenager, and definitely she was what she was because of her, the encouragement she must have got from her parents. Number one. Number two, then this is happening when definitely there is another angle that he's going to his village and hometown, and people have been telling him what your daughter is doing. I think he got carried away, whatever it is. I'm not justifying, I'm just saying circumstances. So now this is the third angle, that he was asking her to delete the video, and he only accompanied her to shoot this video. So it is all confusing. I think he was a confused personality. At the same time, he wanted his daughter to grow or maybe play or do whatever she wanted to, and at the same time she was carried away by people, what people will say. I think this is a very typical mindset Indian society deals with, and Charu can elaborate better, because it's the state of mind, or it's the psychotherapy, or whatever you can say, the psyche of a person, which needs to be understood, that societal pressure, your own wish, and your own environment, how it all mixed up, how he wanted her to be possessed in his this thing. And secondly, I'm wondering that how people get gun license so easily, and they can just pick up the gun and then misuse it. I don't know for which purpose he got the gun license. We also need to understand that he got it on some basis, right? And secondly, this threat for last 3 days that he was planning to kill her, she must have communicated to her best friend, which Himanshi is, I'm sure. But why Himanshi did not sound anyone, or did she sound anyone? How these girls, they were dealing with each other, everything needs to be investigated. And but the larger picture, Uday, we need to discuss is how we succumb to the social pressure. This is a kind of honor killing also, because it is not about choosing your partner that you can be killed for. You can also be killed for choosing your own path, choosing your own career. This is also kind of an honor killing, to save the honor, because the girls can't do what you want them to do in this country, is also kind of honor killing. And Haryana, it is, Charu will explain you, it is so much there, that social fabric is rotten there, that women are even killed in womb. Even now, Haryana is facing the sex ratio challenge till today. It's the lowest.
Okay.
And now also this main struggle is to make them, come to the existence. So this is the main challenge, Haryana. And this is a very typical mindset. And the belt they are from, we have done a lot of awareness programs, and we can really tell you that the situation is really bad. We were dealing with the rape case, gang rape case, where we went to the village, and this particular village where this family belongs to, and where he was also told, your daughter is doing wrong. The same particular belt I'm talking about, they were blaming the girl. Every villager was blaming the girl for being gang raped. They were saying that she was to be blamed because she smiled, she went out, she was studying, she must have given hints. So we are dealing with a very, kind of a big problem. I don't know how to start. And this is all interrelated. I'm not relating a gang rape versus a murder case, but it's all about the mindset we are dealing with.
Dr. Charubali, can I come in here? This is, a case that has shocked not just Delhi NCR, but the entire country. What do you make of the, this new twist in this case, these claims being made by reportedly a close friend of the deceased tennis player?
Absolutely. I think I totally agree with what Yogita says. You see, on the surface, we're all trying to say that, we're educated. And he must have encouraged her to be educated, to play games. But then, finally, in the back of your mind, you have this patriarchal mindset. And what is the patriarchal mindset? Which is constantly imposing restrictions, which is there's a societal expectation: wear this, do this, don't do this. Like that girl has said, they didn't want her to wear shorts, they were constantly ringing her up. And to say that he took her to get along with the video, because maybe he was suspicious, because they were constantly stalking their daughter. They wanted to control her. I mean, she's a 25-year-old girl, but they don't want girls to take their own decisions and have their own aspirations. They want to control their sexuality. And this is a medium. And when it accentuates to such an extent, they even indulge in violence. And this was the ultimate, to murdering your daughter for what she's doing, for having a dream, for having an aspiration, for not following the path you wanted. And what this girl is revealing, they're saying that she used to constantly, the parents were constantly ringing up. They wanted to see that I'm in the video. And the girl had no friends. She was isolated. So obviously in the past 3 days, when they're saying the father was planning it, whether it was planning or there was a build up between the girl and the father, there must have been some clash of opinion, something that he's wanting to impose upon her, and she's not accepting. I mean, it's really tragic the way this patriarchal mindset is in India, that they want to control the girls. Even if you'll see in the Sona murder case, the girl, she's done a horrific act by the murder of her husband. But she wanted to study further, they didn't allow her. She wanted to marry a man of her choice, they didn't allow her. So somewhere that frustration comes out. Similarly, in the reverse way, the man, because he's not being able to control his own daughter, and every time he goes to the village, the villagers or his relatives taunt him. He was
Yes.
not a bold man. He couldn't stand up to society, unlike the father of the Fogat sisters. He stood up to society. He supported those girls continuously. This man was not so bold,
So you
and
believe
he
that
succumbed to pressure.
perhaps he wanted to support his daughter, but then got influenced because of societal norms and pressures? Is that why he suddenly changed? Because the friend claims, Charu, that he accompanied the daughter to the shoot.
He
Then
did.
why was he upset with the final product, the final video?
He may have accompanied her because he was suspicious. Haven't you seen how the film stars are accompanied by the ammas, because they don't want to, they just want the person to go do the shoot and come back. They don't want her to talk to anyone. They don't. He was constantly suspicious, because from what I'm reading, what the girl is revealing, she's saying even when I was talking, when she was talking, she had to constantly tell her parents where she was. And when she was talking to her parents on the video, this friend had to come, on the screen to show, no, she's with the girl and not with the boy or someone else. I mean, what kind of monitoring are you doing? How can you control a 25-year-old girl? Give her some freedom, let her make her own choices. But no, they will decide who you will marry, whether you will work, whether you will not work, who you will work with, which city you will work. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, this is the extent. We claim that we're a modern society, but somewhere deep down, there's this patriarchal mindset. And of course, it's I won't say it's only in Haryana, it is very much in Haryana. And in Haryana, they are open and they say yes. Like what Yogita was mentioning, we went to the village and we asked this girl, the lady, she was from a Dalit lady in Haryana, and she said that if my daughter, is friendly with a boy from a Jat family, I'll kill her. She just said it in front of the police, uska gardan kaat dungi. And the other people, they said that the Jat said we'll burn the village. I mean, this is the kind of mindset we have. I mean, they're openly saying it. They have no fear. They have no fear of the law. And when this the father has killed his daughter, obviously something has been brewing over the 3 days. And he doesn't think about the law. They don't think about the law. Law has no meaning in their life. Let us accept it. When you want to drop your daughter, when you want to indulge in feticide, whether you want to indulge in child marriage, whether you want to kill your daughter. Law has no meaning in their life. So how can we give them the fear of the law? We only need to teach the boys, to educate them to.
Okay, let me bring in Harsh
Singh
Singh Dahiya. Harsh Singh Dahiya, come in here. Harsh, what do you make of the police investigation so far? Are you satisfied with the action they are taking? Also, as far as this case is concerned, do you believe now this new witness friend statement should be taken on record by the police as well? Will it help the case? And as far as you're concerned, Harsh, should this now become an example case, so that no other young girl has to go through this kind of, murder?
Uday, as a criminal lawyer, my stand is very clear that I feel that the story is still incomplete. There are still loose ends to the story because the motive doesn't sit right with me. A father who has been supposedly supporting the daughter in her career, why would he suddenly shoot her? One thing is clear, that the family is the culprit. Someone from the family has shot her, whether it's the father or the brother or the mother, because the whereabouts of the mother and the brother are still not clear in the police investigation. So the investigation has not been done properly. The facts are not out there yet. And like Yogita ji was also pointing out, it is very peculiar that the father would accompany the daughter for this video shoot and then suddenly be wary of this particular video shoot or her encounter with any of the co-actors or the singers in that particular video shoot. But what I feel, the problem at large, what I've seen in such cases, is the battle between progressive and regressive mindset. What happens in such cases is that these families have shifted from villages to urban areas, and then the kids are living in a very progressive society. Like we have seen in Radhika's case as well. She was a bright child. She was living in a very progressive society. She was doing well for herself. She had made a name for herself as well. But definitely the case is that the family or the father or the brother, whoever the real culprit is, they were not able to leave the regressive mindset of the rural areas behind. They had shifted to the city, but the mindset still continued, the regressive mindset still continued, because you cannot expect your kids to be living in urban areas and then behaving the way these village kids would be behaving, because the society in both the places acts very differently, the rules are very different, and the whole structure of the society is very different. So it is very important for the families at large to understand, once you are leaving villages and shifting to urban cities, then you need to leave that mindset as well behind, which restricts your children, and there is an undue pressure on girl child these days to keep honor of the family. We are still living, we are living in 2025, but the cases that we are seeing, there's so many recent cases that we have seen, the girl child still carries the pressure of the honor of the family. Why is it so? We need to work on the social fabric more, and then only such cases can be stopped from happening, because I don't think this was an act done in moment of rage, because if the girl was cooking, there was no argument, no fight, then how can the father suddenly come out and put 4 or 5 bullets in her chest? Something more sinister is at play. There needs to be real investigation in order to ascertain where the brother was, where the mother was, what their role in this particular matter is, and how far the problem persisted in this particular family. Was it because of the video? Was it because of the tennis coaching? Or was it because of some regressive ideas that they had, like Mrs. Khanna and Yogita ji have pointed out, that they didn't want their daughter to interact with people from media, or they didn't want her to interact with boys, because this is definitely a case of regressive versus progressive mentality. The girl was very progressive, and the family seems to be coming from a very regressive mentality, and this is something the society really needs to work upon.
Okay, but at the end of the day, of course, how will this case become a foolproof one, MK Meena, so that ultimately conviction can happen, ultimately harshest of punishment can happen? Reportedly already the father is allegedly saying to the police, give me death penalty, I have done Kanyavat. But these statements are, of course, all, remember, they don't hold any ground until they are made before a magistrate, isn't it, Mr. Meena?
Like our advocate Harsh has also spoken regarding legal point of view. In fact, in my opinion, they should have taken more police custody and they should have interrogated in well-defined manner. They should have questioned other family members in front of father also, which I hope they might have done. But I think time of, as a police officer, I could see time of police custody was very less. He has been sent to judicial custody. Whether again he will be interrogated, not, it only IO and police can tell. And when her friend has spoken about her, she should be questioned, she should be asked to give details, and it is sure, like her says has spoken. It is a pre-planned murder, it is not a all of sudden murder. So it is like a sequence of events, many sequences, some arguments must have taken place earlier. She might have been counseled, she might have been controlled, she might have been harassed. So this is way, because it is not that just like you go and kill her. They might have counseled her, they might have told something which is coming in media where the father was puzzled because he was being taunted by many people. I don't know. It is only when police does investigation, each and every sequence is to be recorded properly. Statements of those witnesses have to be recorded properly. All evidence have to be recorded earlier. If there, what she has spoken to other friends also, when she was going anywhere, and if she has spoken to some other friends or in mobile, there must be some message, whether on social media or with some friends. All messages have to be recorded very well to be examined. Because earlier speakers have spoken, they have spoken very valid points. This all needs to be examined in a systematic way by police agencies. Because it is not that only the father says I have killed her and they should believe all theory. It has to be supported, because these have to be supported in the court. All because what will happen when he goes to the court? There are 99% chances that he may contradict his own statement. It is generally seen, the accused, whatever they speak in front of police, they speak something else in the court. So we police have to be very, and it is very unfortunate case. In fact, whole India, everybody is shocked by this news. The girl, she was a very smart girl, having bright career, and she was doing something different. She was giving coaching to people. She was also entering in some other activities.
Okay.
And we should,
okay. Point taken. We're going to keep a close eye on this case as well and how it unfolds. For the time being, we've run completely out of time. Let's slip into a short break.